At a glance, the main thing that separates a Supermoto from a dirt bike is of course the wheels. When you're converting your bike, the wheels can end up being a pretty expensive but necessary part for your build. If you're looking at a set of SM Pros, those are pushing 1.5k, and that's just for the wheels. You still need to buy sprockets, discs, tyres and spacers, all of that. If you're like me and you're on a budget, then I'm sure you'd be looking for some cheaper alternatives, which might have led you to finding some KKE wheels on eBay. As you can see, I've gone ahead and bought myself a set of these wheels, so let's talk about if these eBay wheels are really worth your money or not. And to preface, this is just my opinion, I'm not an expert.
Alright, so let's talk about my wheels. This is actually the second set of KKE wheels I've owned. The first pair was on my KTM, got this in the WR. These ones are Cush Hub wheels. So we've got the Cush Hub in there, and my old ones weren't. They were just the basic stock standard wheels. Had the old ones for pushing 2 years, I'd say. And I've only had these for a couple months, but I feel like I've had them long enough to be able to talk about them, talk about the pros and cons, that sort of thing. So let's get into it, let's get going. So why would you buy KKE wheels? The main thing is of course money. These wheels are cheap. Like I said earlier, SM Pro is pushing 1.5k, XL wheels are around that mark as well. KKE wheels are substantially cheaper. I got my set for 1.7, which is a bit more expensive, but I'll tell you why in a second. So they are really budget friendly, which is the main thing, and that makes them really appealing. Spending less money on your wheels, of course, means you have a bit more money in your pocket. You can put more money into other places on your bike. Or you can buy your missus a nice lunch, you know. Another reason why these wheels are really good is the ease of installation. So you buy these as a full kit in the box, which is great. There's no need to put anything together, everything comes fully assembled. Not only that, you get wheels, you get tires, you get sprockets, discs, spacers, and an adapter for your front caliper. You get an entire kit in one box, which is super helpful, as you don't have to go sourcing parts from anywhere else. Installing the wheels is really easy. Like I said, you just have specific spacers in the box. They just go straight onto your bike, they slide straight in there. If you're a bit of a novice like me, being able to buy a full kit is great. Don't have to worry about anything else, don't have to worry about getting parts from anywhere else. Everything is in the box, which is pretty helpful. Another reason why I like KKE is their range. They have heaps of wheels for heaps of different bikes. Pretty much any enduro dual sport you can think of, they'll have Supermoto conversion wheels for it, which is great. They even have wheels for electric bikes like the Sur-Ron, and there was one other that I saw, I can't remember. So it doesn't matter what kind of bike you have, KKE will have something for you. Not only do they have wheels for every bike, they come in heaps and heaps of different colors, which isn't really important, but I think it's awesome. You know, it doesn't matter what kind of aesthetic or style you have on your bike, they will have some sort of color combination that will fit your bike, and they look pretty badass, honestly, I reckon anyway. Purchasing these wheels is also really easy. I got my set off eBay, so paid the price. I can't remember how much shipping I paid, but it wasn't really that much, honestly. And then I was able to track my package the entire way. Got a notification when it came. It was really easy. Like I said, came in a full box. Everything was in there, fully assembled. And there was no real problems with me ordering and getting these wheels shipped. With all of this in mind, the main thing that sticks out to me is the fact that it's a full kit. I think that's super helpful. Buy this one kit for your bike and you're set. You just need a new chain and then you're done, pretty much. So now we've got to talk about the cons. The most notable thing is where these wheels are made. They're Chinese wheels, they are manufactured and assembled in China. That's part of the reason why they're so cheap. I'm assuming labor costs and materials are a lot cheaper over there, but it is something to be aware of. I'm sure the quality of other wheels built in, you know, Italy or wherever the hell else those wheels are built, America, I'm sure they're much better, but you are buying Chinese wheels off eBay. Building off that, another thing you should probably be aware of is the material they're made out of. I don't know anything about strength of metals or what metals are best for wheels or whatever, but these wheels do say they're made out of aluminum, but because they're made in China, I'd assume the metal that they're made out of isn't as strong as other offerings. They're also really, really heavy. I don't know how these wheels are supposed to weigh. I don't know, what they're supposed to feel like. But both of my pairs have been noticeably heavy. So they do add a lot of weight to your bike, which is something to be aware of. And you might be able to get some lighter wheels from different brands, so you might want to keep that in mind. Another thing is tires. So these wheels do come with tires, which is great. They aren't the best tires. They're CST. I can't remember exactly what they are. I'll put them up on the screen. They're CST tires, which are Chinese, of course. They are a pretty reputable brand, but it's something to be aware of. I know when I bought my second-hand wheels, the owner had replaced the front tire with a Pirelli, just because apparently it was losing some traction, and it also looked a bit better, honestly. I think for commuting and just everyday use, I don't really see the issue using these. I still have the CST tires on this set. I haven't swapped them out. If you do buy these wheels and you do have a bit of extra money, buying a good set of tires is probably a good idea, because that's something you don't really want to skimp out on, because that could save your life. So what has my experience of these wheels been like? Honestly, it's been pretty good. I've hit these things against curbs, I've scratched them up, done this and that, and they've held up great. The manufacturer does recommend to check the tightness of the spokes right after you buy them. On both of my wheels, most notably on my brand new set, they were fine. None of them were loose, they were all tight, they were all good. None over tight, they were put together pretty well, honestly. It is important to know, with my new set of wheels, they didn't come with a manual. I literally just got a box full of parts, which isn't that bad, but I had no idea what I was doing putting them together, so I was just kind of winging it, which isn't great. Manual would be nice, but saying that, I did contact KKE Australia, which is where I bought them from on eBay, with a question I had about putting together the cush drive, and they responded super quickly. Gave me the information that I needed, so it was pretty good. Manual bit of nice, but at least they got back to me pretty quick. I definitely don't regret buying these wheels. They've done the job, they look nice, and I haven't had any problems with them.
So would I recommend KKE wheels for your Supermoto build? Honestly, I would. I can recommend these wheels for your bike. If you can afford something better, if you can afford better wheels, I would definitely recommend it. But if this is all your budget can handle, then you're in safe hands. These wheels will last you. I think they're definitely worth the price. Only thing I'd suggest, if you can afford it, I'd probably recommend changing the tires for something more reliable and more well known. But the CST tires will do you just fine. They've done me fine, so I don't see why there'd be any problems with that. But yeah, if you're on a budget Supermoto build, grab yourself a set of KKE wheels. They're pretty good. Ride safe. I'll see you guys later.